Dana, it looks like Attorney General Jeff Sessions is stepping up the fight to find the leakers. That's clearly good news.
That's great news, Grant. Always good to be with you. This is one of the reasons why AG Jeff Sessions was a good pick, because he's going to go after the individuals that are trying to not only undermine the administration, Grant, but they're also trying to undermine what everybody chose in November. We're still relitigating this, and hopefully AG Jeff Sessions can put an end to it, and I think he will. And I would love to see Susan Rice, and I would love to see Samantha Power and all of these other individuals called back before Congress to testify, particularly as news came out just a few days ago that Samantha Power was behind the repeated requests for unmasking, hundreds of requests apparently. So I think she should answer to that, and I think Sessions would love an answer to that as well.
You know, there was another basically bogus story in the Washington Post today. I don't even need to really get into the details, because at the heart of it, it was another big, as Hillary Clinton says, nothing burger here. But what it does tell me, if the leakers are real, and I don't put it past the Washington Post for maybe even just making up their so-called unnamed sources, but if the leakers are real, you have to wonder who in the White House is at this. If you're really hired on, you don't have the best interest of the president now, they have got to be rooted out.
Oh, and truth usually wins out, as always. The problem that I have with publications like the Washington Post, where truth dies in darkness, is that they typically run Oppo research and then they credit it to some sort of unnamed source. And yet when you actually have whistleblowers who come forward and maybe perhaps they want to divulge some illegality that is occurring in the government, people are less likely to believe or take seriously such stories, because the press has abused the public's trust to such an extent where no one believes anything that they print. And the Washington Post is one of the greatest abusers of the public's trust. And so whenever they come out with stories, it's always, well, a source says, or this source says, and it's always some sort of petty nonsense that never results in any verifiable proof. They've been making these same accusations with regards to Russia for months and months now, Grant, and yet nothing has come of it still. I mean, usually whistleblowers blow evidence along with it, and we've not yet seen that with Washington Post or any of these other such publications.